Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. We are here to finish off this series with Arizona. Came away with a pair of one-run wins in the first two games, both very tight. Both games that we absolutely could have lost, and we're able to come away with the win here on the road. Been very lucky so far. So we'll see if we can get the sweep. I would be slightly surprised if we do. It does feel like we are due for a meltdown, and we have been playing with a whole lot of fire. So, Arizona takes the field. Looks like the same lineup we've been seeing. I'm going to bring the schedule here. I looked at it yesterday, but I've already forgotten. I know we don't have an off day. I do remember that. We do have one more series before the off day. Grisales, I assume that's how they pronounce it, on the mound. It could be Grisales, but that doesn't seem right. So we're going to go with Grisales. We have not seen him this year, so I don't know what we're getting into there. Kester in the box, and we'll get this game started. While I look here, we are back home to face the Rockies next, and then we're back out on the road for two more series. We're actually on the road a lot in August here. Anyway, Kester starts things off with a base hit up the middle. Marvin's going to bat right-handed, which the last game he spent, batting right-handed. He actually had a very good game. He's usually a much stronger left-handed batter, but, he's capable right-handed. Not here, though. That looks like a double play, and it sure is. 6-4-3. All right, so here's Chief at the plate. Base is now empty with 2 outs. He finally got a solid double in the last game. Or was it just a single? I think it was a double he got last game towards the end of the day. He's down 0-2 right at the moment, though he has fouled both pitches off. He has been doing a lot of swinging and missing. Line drive, that'll be right down the line and roll down into the corner. Should be an easy double. So the Squirrels with a runner in scoring position with Terry at the plate. There are 2 outs, though. And Terry will look at strike 1. Terry would love to get to RBI number 90 on the year. He's got a 2-1 count at the moment. Swings and misses. Oh, and I forgot to mention, sorry. I thought it just came to me as he was winding up. 2-2 count. I'll get to it in the middle of the inning. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Squirrels with a couple hits, but no runs. The Diamondbacks will start off with Matt Kemp at the plate per the norm. Skip ahead for you guys so I can get to this. Regular lineup out in the field, as you guys saw. Stitch on the mound today. I did see, as I was driving home right before I started recording this, we got a new subscriber. Lily Lyons. As I record this 42 minutes ago, subscribe to the channel. So welcome, Lily. Thank you for tuning in. Kemp lines out to second base, and that will bring Echo to the plate. He will ground this one foul. Pops this one in the air, also to second base. Kester does make the grab. Here is Chad Tracy. So that first pitch is down and away. Tracy's actually had a pretty decent series. And also hit well against us when they had the series at our place. He puts this one into right field, but it's going to hook foul. It will. Oh, I thought it was going to bounce into the stands. It caught the top of the wall instead. 2-1 is the count, and he will ground this one softly to short. Joey over to first. And that'll end the inning. No score to start. We'll go into the second inning where Frank will lead things off. First pitch from Grisales is a forkball. It's in there for strike 1. Another forkball, but that one is down and out. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away. Here is Tom. Looks at strike 1, up in the zone. That one too low. Maybe outside. I don't think it was. I think it was just low. High hop to third, right down the line. Tracy doesn't even have a play. Or at least didn't feel he had a play anyway. So that will go down as an infield hit. 1 on with 1 out. Zach at the plate. Oh, we got a wild pitch. That'll move Tom down to second base. Runner in scoring position with just the 1 out. And a 1-1 count after that pitch. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. Here is Joey, who he's had some meaningful hits, although I think his average is slightly down. I think he was at 350, now he's at 347. So, not like it's a huge drop. He currently has a 1-2 count after fouling that pitch away. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Grisales out of the inning. Still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the second, where Luke Scott will lead things off. First pitch to Scott is a swing and a miss. Changeup for strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Here is Golf, who had a very good game yesterday. Fortunately, he couldn't get anybody to hit him in. He'll look at strike 1. That was not even close to a strike. Definitely a ball 1, and a pretty clear ball 2 as well. Fastball catches the top of the zone. That'll make it 2-1. Changeup, very hittable, but Golf let it go by. It's 2-2. Golf finally swings the bat, but comes up empty. 2 away for Orlando Hudson. First pitch, a slider for strike 1. Way behind on that fastball to make it 0-2. There's a ground ball to short, and that will end the inning. We go to the third, still no score in this game. Stitch is going to lead it off for Indianapolis. First pitch is in there for a strike. In there for strike 2. That is fouled away. Still alive at the plate. Fouled away again. Both over there by, I do believe that's the Squirrels dugout, if I remember right. That's going to be a base hit out into left field. Take pitcher hits whenever we can get them. So here is Kester. He got a base hit to start off the game. Grisales struck out 4 Squirrels as Kester lays down a bunt. He will not beat that out. He'll probably get credit for a sacrifice there. I'm not sure he actually should. I do think that was a base hit attempt, but we'll see what the game says. Marvin hits this one to second base. Throw goes to third, and it is there in time. Stitch is thrown out. So runner back on first now with 2 away. Chief doubled in his first at-bat, and he will watch that pitch go a bit wild, but Snyder able to corral it. That pitch in the dirt. It's 2-0. Oh, there was the hittable fastball, and Chief let it go. And he misses a curveball to make it 2-2. Hits this one in the air. West should have it. He has to go a little bit back into the outfield. But he does make the catch to keep the game scoreless. So in the bottom half of the inning, West is going to lead it off for the Diamondbacks. West, one thing I've noticed it all series, but I haven't said anything till now, you don't see a lot of left-handed shortstops out there, and you can You can kind of see it. He makes for some awkward throws from that side of the field, but there's not been any play where he's not made because he has to take some extra time, but I imagine it comes up now and then. He grounds out to first base in that at-bat, and that will bring Snyder to the plate. He swings and misses at a curveball. Oh, fastball, looked a little high, right out of his hand. Curveball, though, catches the top of the zone. That'll make it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. I'll say Grisales, which I think Grisales maybe a little closer, but I think I was pretty close. He's got a 2-0 count at the moment. Got a decent average for a pitcher, 190. Hits this one towards second, though, and Kester will catch it on the fly. So we'll move into the 4th inning. Still no score in this game. Terry is going to lead things off for the Squirrels. Terry struck out in his first at-bat, with the runner in scoring position, I might add, to end that first inning. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Here's Frank. He also struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at a backdoor curve for strike 1. Swing and a miss on a fastball. I think he's a little behind that. Hits this one. Will it stay fair? It will not. It wasn't foul by a lot, but it was clearly foul. Hits this one. Fair, but right to West, who will throw it over for the second out of the inning. Here's Tom. He got a base hit and then advanced on a wild pitch. I think second was as far as he got. Hits this one out into right field. Will this one stay fair? No. That's a little higher than what I realized. It's an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gonzalez is getting a little tired out there, but he's made it through 4 at this point. Matt Kemp to come back to the plate for the Diamondbacks. We are still scoreless. Kemp, I'm fairly sure, struck out in his first at-bat. One of 3 strikeouts Stitch got his first time through the order. He's down 0-2 there. Hits this one towards second, and Kester is there to make the catch. It's close to a hit, but no cigar. Echo popped up, I do believe, also to Kester. Oh, wait, no, I do have to adjust that. Matt Kemp lined out to second. I do remember that now in his first at-bat. Echo with a 3-0 count at the moment. Stitch puts in a changeup, and he does get the strike call. Curveball gets a ground ball that Stitch will field by the first baseline and gets it to first in time. 2 away. Here's Chad Tracy, who ground out to Joey, I believe, at short. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. He is behind on that fastball to make it 0-2. Fouled away. That'll keep it at 0-2. Hanging tough up there. Watches that change up in the dirt. Fouls that away. Still 1-2. Grounds this one to Terry, and that will end the inning. We go to the 5th inning. Still no score in this game. Zach will lead things off for Indianapolis. Zach struck out in his first at-bat. He lines this one into right field towards the line. Kemp will cut it off before it gets to the warning track, but not before Zach can turn that into a leadoff double. Big scoring opportunity here. Joey at the plate. Gonzalez has to be close to the end of the line here. He's been wiping his brow for a while now. Zach takes off for some reason, and that will cost us the inning. Well, shouldn't say that yet, but definitely completely ill-advised. I have no idea what he was thinking. Base is now empty. One away. Joey with a 1-2 count. Watches that pitch down by his feet. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away, Stitch at the plate, though the Diamondbacks will now go to their bullpen. Find Tony Pena, saw him yesterday. I want to say who we scored most of our runs against, if I remember right, though not super confident in that. Stitch did get a base hit in his first at-bat. A look at a fastball here, 4 strike 1. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. And he'll get his second base hit of the day down the left field line. Runner on first with 2 outs. The Squirrels will start their third go-around. Kester is credited with the sacrifice on that bunt, so he's officially 1 for 1. That one's not going to do the trick. Snyder catches that foul pop-up to end the inning. Still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Luke Scott will lead things off for Arizona. First pitch out of the zone. Second one is as well. There's a called strike on the outer half. That pitch in the dirt. It's 3-1. Line drive out into center field. Marvin is going to have a hard time cutting that off. He gets to it before the warning track, but an easy double. And that, in fact, is the Diamondbacks' first hit and first base runner of this ballgame. And they immediately are threatening to take the lead after being perfectoed for, 4 innings? Golf at the plate, grounds this one to no, it gets through. It's a base hit, and that's going to score a run. Throw going home, but it's not going to be in time. The Diamondbacks, for the first time in this series, take a 1-0 lead. Orlando Hudson at the plate, still nobody out, and a runner on first. That's what happens when you don't cash in your opportunities earlier. Other team can get back in a real big hurry. Hudson with a 2-1 count. Runner on first. Nobody out. I think I said that already, but we'll say it again for good measure. 2-2 now at the plate. This one's inside. It's a full count. Nobody out, though, so the runner stays put, and Hudson puts a hit out into right center. Will it score a run? He's going to try it. I don't think Kester's got the arm. Joey maybe, not Kester. So the Diamondbacks now up 2-0. A runner still in scoring position with nobody out. West swings and misses at the first pitch. That slider not real close. Well inside. A ground ball, this one Kester will get to and takes the out at first. It does move the runner to third with Snyder at the plate. Only 1 out, so you think he just has to get it in the air or into the outfield anyway, to score that run. It's got an 0-2 count at the moment, though. Swing and the miss, strike 3. Diamondbacks would not be crazy to pinch hit here, though it doesn't look like they're going to do it. So Pena will get to hit for himself as he watches that pitch outside. Runner on third with 2 away, and Pena comes through with the base hit. Shows what I know. Diamondbacks now up 3-0, and they go back to the top of their order. Matt Kemp has lined out to second in both at-bats so far as he swings under that fastball. I think he was behind it as well. Curveball misses inside. Might have been low when it crossed the plate. Hard to tell. Ground ball to short, and that will end the inning, but not before the Diamondbacks score 3 to open the offense. Also even up those hits pretty quickly. Squirrels still ahead in that column, 6-4, but that's not the one that matters. So Marvin will flip around left-handed. He was 0 for 2 right-handed. Hits this one off to West, who will make the grab. 1 pitch, 1 out. Chief 1 for 2 today. Doubled and flew out. I think is more of a pop fly. Lines this one right to Tracy for the second out of the inning. That's 2 pitches and 2 outs. So here's Terry. I believe 0 for 2. Looks at strike one. Changeup is inside. Up the middle, that'll be a base hit. So here's Frank, runner on with 2 outs. He is 0 for 2 today as he looks at strike one. Looks at strike two. There's a little bloop out into left field. That'll be a base hit. 2 aboard. Tom is the tying run at the moment. So, if he really gets a hold of one here, though his power has not been the same this year. Instead, he's going to ground out to third to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Diamondbacks leading 3-0, and they will start with Echo at the plate. Echo 0 for 2 on the day. Takes a slider for a strike. Fastball's hit out into center field. Joey's not going to get there. It'll fall in for a base hit. Not hit hard, but well placed. Chad Tracy has ground out in both at-bats so far today. He'll take a strike on the outside corner. Ground ball too high of a hop for a double play. I think the only play is to first. Terry takes it himself, diving for the bag. Was a little bit of a mess down there, but they do get it out. Runner moves to second, though, with Luke Scott at the plate. So take a ball high, and this one catches the corner to make it 1-1. Another fastball, a little more solidly over the plate. 1-2. Swing and a miss on that changeup. That's a good strikeout for Stitch. Though he's going to have to get through Golf to get out of this inning clean. Golf swings and misses. He has not been as effective today as he was yesterday, for sure. He's got a 1-1 count at the moment. Sure, all will be forgiven today if Golf can drive in this run. He's got a 2-2 count. And that will be too high. Full count with 2 outs. Runner at second stays put. Ground ball to second, and that will end the inning. Diamondbacks threaten again, but can't score. We go to the 7th inning. Diamondbacks leading 3-0. The Squirrels will send Zach to the plate. Zach 1 for 2, doubled in his last at-bat. Looks at a changeup for strike one. Grounds this one off to second base. Hudson gets it to first. 1 down. Here is Joey. He is struck out in both at-bats today. Pena has not registered a strikeout today, and he won't here either as Joey gets his first hit out into center field. Stitch is 2 for 2, but he's given us 6 innings, and the scoreboard's not in great shape. Going to put Phil in to hit here. First pitch from Pena. Fastball, or well, I guess actually a slider. Just didn't have a lot of break to it. But it's a strike either way. And Phil chases one in the dirt to make it 0-2. Hits this one. This could be a double play. It sure is. 5-4-3. It's stretch time. Diamondbacks leading 3-0, and they'll have Orlando Hudson at the plate after the break. Get the volume set here. Maybe. There we go. Alright, get Johnston out there. Which, as it's going right now, it's looking like he's going to be pitching 2 today. Your attention, please. Now our pitch for Indianapolis. Number 27, Johnston. and may not have to worry about a ninth inning pitcher. Hudson, I totally missed his flag, and I don't really remember what he's done today. He swings and misses at that pitch. I feel like he's got it. Yeah, he let off with a hit, I think, in the last couple innings. He's got a 1-2 count right now. He will go down swinging. One away. Here is West. He's ground out in both at-bats today. Watches that pitch down and out. There's a slurve that's in there for a strike. That pitch a bit low. It's 2-1. Grounds this one just fair right over third base. Chief is able to get the ball over for the second out of the inning. Chris Snyder struck out in both at-bats so far today. Hits this one right back to Johnston, and not very hard either. Easy play to end the inning. We go into the eighth. Squirrels really need to start scoring some runs here. They're out hitting the Diamondbacks fairly comfortably, but not so comfortable in the runs column. So here's Kester. He's officially 0 for 2, thanks to the friendly scoring on the sac bunt. Looks at a ball high, and that one is outside. 2-0. Swing and a miss. That one a bit too high. It's a 3-1 count. Hits this one out into left center. That will be a leadoff single. Last time Kester did that, Marvin hit into a double play. That was right-handed, so we'll see what happens the second left-handed at-bat. As he looks at strike one and then a check over at first. Kester is liable to steal a base here. And in fact, there he takes off on a hit and run. At least keeps him out of the double play. Runner in scoring position for Chief with only one out. First pitch is too far inside. Didn't miss by a lot. Pena starts to wipe his brow right back up the middle. It's off Pena's glove, but still hit hard enough to get through for a base hit. Leaves runners on the corners for Terry. He is the tying run and the team's leading home run hitter, I might add. Watches a changeup bounce in. This one, the slider that catches the outside corner. Back to Pena again off his glove. That's going to be no, not a double play. Runner Kester did not take off from third. 2 away then with runners on the corners. Frank swings and misses at the first pitch. Check over on first, so that runner suddenly not as important. Hits this one down the left field line. It gets all the way to the wall. 1 run is in. And the Squirrels will have 2 runners in scoring position for Tom here momentarily. Diamondbacks probably ought to go to their bullpen, but they're going to stick with Pena. He's tiring out there, and this is a big opportunity. That fastball didn't have a lot on it, but it was low. And Pena now totally gassed. He does put that one in there for a strike. Out into left field, but right to Scott. That might have been the Squirrels' big opportunity. They get on the board, but the Diamondbacks still leading 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Pitcher's spot due up. And they will pinch hit now. So here comes Mark Reynolds. I think we've seen him in every game in this series. Johnston starts him off with a slurve for a strike. Another slurve gets a swing and a miss. So I'm not sure it really broke a whole lot. That one a better one and gets another swing and a miss. 1 away. Here's Matt Kemp. 0 for 3, but he has put the ball in play every at-bat, which is better than he's been doing. He's got a 1-1 count right now. Looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Here's Echo. Got a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch a bit inside. There's a fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. Pop up back to Johnston just off the back of the mound, and that will end the 8th inning. We go to the 9th. Bottom of the order coming up for the Squirrels. They need 2 runs to stay alive. I do believe we've had 5 wins in a row. Bobby Jenks is going to come out here to try to nail it down. And Denham will come in to do the catching. Not sure if Jenks just likes pitching to Denham better, but here we go. Zach 1 for 3. He'll look at a curveball for a strike. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Out into left field, but it's going to hook foul into the seats. Maybe had home run distance if it stayed straight. Line drive into center field, but Echo didn't have to do a lot of running to get that catch. We are going to go... Let's go Quentin. I'm thinking the handedness here is my thought. Because Quentin being the switch hitter, he'll give us the righty-lefty matchup. And he's still hitting over 300. Not like he's a slouch. Not as high as Sweeney, but he's quickly down 0-2. Fouls that pitch away. Fouls another pitch away. Still 0-2. Hits this one. West should have it. Goes back a little further than I thought, but he does make the grab. Well, it's up to Phil to keep it alive. He hit into a double play his last time up. Don't think there's that many outs left in the game now. He's got a 2-0 count, though. Oh, pops up that just... Yep, Denham makes the catch, and that snaps the 5-game winning streak. We've been playing with a lot of fire as of late, and finally we get burned. Indianapolis Squirrels 1, Arizona Diamondbacks 3. Take a look at the highlights. I'd say this 5th inning was pretty much all she wrote. We did scrape out a run later, but couldn't cash in after that. Had the chance, but could not get it done. All right, golf is going to be your player of the game, and deservedly so. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you want to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. We are back home again to take on the Rockies for 3 games starting tomorrow. We'll see you then.